right. So I want to talk about how to kickstart your week, how to get things moving. And, I have a couple key areas. There's going to be three key areas I'm going to talk today about to help you get things rocking and rolling. Now, before we jump into it, I actually have some things I want to share with you guys. So hold on a second. My desktop here, I got a little bit of a video. Hopefully it comes right up. So give me a thumbs up, Jocelyn. I see you if you can hear this.
Okay, y'all ready for a lecture? Talk about the importance of nothing. You get up every day, you're entitled to nothing. Nobody owes you nothing. You could have talent, but if you don't have discipline and you don't execute, you don't focus, what do you get? Nothing. If you're complacent and not paying attention to detail, what does that get you? Nothing. So, nothing is acceptable but your best. Everything is determined by what you do and you trying to be your best so that you can build on positive performance. That's the only thing. There should be nothing else.
All right, so some of you guys that may not know who that is, but that is Nick Saban. In the history of college football, you can look him up if you don't know who it is, but he is among the elite of the elite.
Within 25 feet of a high performer, your own performance improves by 15%. Here's the kicker. If you sit within 25 feet of a low performer, your own performance decreases by 30%. This means that our negative emotions are more contagious. That if you're around people who are low performers, whatever that means to you, who have negative cues, who are feeling anxious or tired or low confident, you could catch those cues and that affects your own performance. This is why it is incredibly critical to invest in the 5 people who you spend the most time with. You want to make sure those 5 people are the cues you want to catch. Do you like the cues they're sending? Do they give you the right motivation, feelings? Do they make you feel liked? Do they make you a better version of yourself?
All right, so what does that mean to us? What does that mean to our week and starting our week? Well, the first thing is you. There's 3 things if you want to have a great week, you got to think about. 1, you. 2, your impact on other people. And 3, the word no. So I'm going to start with you. So you heard already in the first 2 videos about some attitudes of people that are excellent. And the second person was a scientist and has a lot of things on YouTube and Instagram about people and different studies. But your state, how you show up in your day matters. How you feel about yourself matters. How you're on this call matters. Like, I don't even see Sultan on the call today. I don't see Mike on the call today. They're not with us, right? They're somewhere else. They're here, but they're not here, right? And so when you want to be great in business and you want to be a great leader, you have to be a great example, right? And then you move into this place where your story, what do you tell yourself when you walk into a store? What do you tell yourself when you attack your day? What do you tell yourself when things don't go your way? I read this morning in my journal in something called the Daily Stoic. You have to appreciate all the bad things that happen in your world. You actually have to fall in love with the things that don't happen to you. I'm sorry, the things that are negative that happen to you. Because when you do that, you actually turn around and you appreciate the journey of life. And then you lean into the fact that, hey, I have gratitude. When negative things happen to me, I have gratitude towards them. And when I have gratitude towards the negativity, I lean into having an ability to look at things to change my life and help others do the same thing. So like some of the hardest moments of my life, what I live by, what my attitude is, through your deepest wounds come your greatest gifts. Through your deepest wounds come your greatest gifts. And so most people don't look at life that way. Most people look at life and when they're scarred and they're hit and they're like get knocked down, they feel woe's me, the world is ending. The elite of the elite in everything, not just in our business, in everything, in business, in sport, in families, they look at things and they see the silver lining. So if you think about you this week, you got to think about, are you a victim? Is your attitude moved towards being a victim? Or are you always the one that like it's the ref's fault? It's someone else's fault. Or are you the one that you look in the mirror and you know what? No, it's my fault. I need to take accountability for where I am. I need to take accountability for what I'm not doing and what I need to do. I take ownership of it. Or is it, oh, it's someone else or some other thing, right? And again, I look around this call, I see people not even on screen. They're like here, they're not here. And listen, I'm picking on you guys. It's just you're just not ready to get your business going yet. If you don't wake up and look at this call and look at how we do things, and you think to yourself, if I'm the owner today, how would I show up? How would I be like if I want to be the owner, I want to move into a management, I want to run an office, I want to lead people and make a difference in their lives, then it starts with your example. It starts with actually waking up early enough to be on time to this call. Waking up early enough to be on time to be at recruiting and growing the team in the office. It starts with that, right? And if you get to the place where I'm at, what I'm thinking about in my life is how to biohack my life. If you guys don't know what biohacking is, you should look it up. It's how to eat, sleep, and exercise. Like there's so many different worlds of biohacking that can get your world and get you to be so strong that you can make a difference on the planet. And one of the things people do when they biohack their life, they sit in ice baths. It's science. I do that. And I'm not telling you to do that, but I do that because I know what it does to my health, my mental health, my emotional health. I know it does to my example, to my family. And I also know what it does to get me ready to accomplish what I need to accomplish. Right. So if there's three things, again, about you and your life this week that you should think about is one, what you eat. Number two, your sleep. And number three, your exercise. Because if you are on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being someone super committed to eating well and sleeping well and exercising consistently, or a 0 where that's not even a part of your thing, you eat whatever, you eat place like fast food and things that are not good for the Ferrari that you have, and you're putting rocks in the Ferrari. Like if you're 2 out of 3 below a 5, in my opinion, you're going to lose. Of 2 of those 3 things, you're just going to lose. You're just not putting the right things in your body. If you're not putting the right things in and getting the right sleep, if you're not exercising like shit, you're just going to lose. In the game of life, and I'm not talking about our business. If you're at a 5 for 2 of the 3, where you're like kind of thinking about what you're eating, you're really conscious of how you're sleeping, you are thinking about, you get exercise kind of a couple days a week, and you're like kind of involved with that, then you're okay. You got a shot. You got a shot. But if you're 7 out of 10, where you're consciously thinking about what you eat, you're meal prepping, you're not eating things that are gonna have a lot of sugar in it. Like if you're doing these things and you're 7 out of 10 of that, you have an alarm to go to bed at night. Some people have alarms to wake up. Smart people have alarms to go to bed, right? And you think about how much sleep you get, and you exercise consistently. You're constantly forcing stress on your body physically, and you're 7 out of 10 in all 3 of those. Then to me, it's a matter of time until you accomplish anything you want in this world. It's just a matter of time, right? But the question is, where are you at in those things, right? So, and by the way, if you're thinking about you and growing and getting ahead this week, and we're on the first phase of this, of being successful and kickstarting your week, if you're still wondering how to maintain your attitude, like if you seriously say to people, like I heard somebody say to sessions this week, hey, so how do you have and maintain a great attitude? And his response was, are you a top leader? You're really asking me about having and maintaining a great attitude? You're not ready. you're not ready to lead anyone because you clearly can't lead yourself yet. If you're still thinking about how do I have and maintain a great attitude, well, how about we go back to that old shitty job you have and see how you have and maintain your great attitude there, right? And so when that's the case, you're not ready for leadership. You're not ready to lead people. Like, you have to be strong as a person to lead someone else.